Welcome back. This is From the Hip. Try and keep up.
Alright, my From the Hip. I just want to play a little recording here that I find very amusing. This is the guy. This is Mitt Romney's voice. And this is the guy that you crazy Republicans want to take away Obamacare. Which isn't even Obamacare, because as Christopher said many times, he didn't write it. So calling it Obamacare is stupid.
Affordable Health Care Act.
Have health insurance, and if they don't, we're going to withhold their tax refund or put in place other penalties to assure that everybody comes in the system.
So that's basically Mitt Romney, in his own words, saying...
Endorsing the mandate.
Endorsing the mandate in his state when he was governor.
Which is what he's trying to say that he did.
Yeah, which is what he's trying to say is bad about Obama.
So use that tax return to buy your insurance and not,
just for you,
for your kids.
Right.
Go to the insurance people. They'll get.
Because otherwise, we're going to keep it.
Yeah.
You guys know
So
why
one way
all
or the
the
other, we're
insurance
good.
companies signed up for this whole mandate?
They love that shit.
Because they get 300 new customers. 300 million new
Because
customers.
they're the hearsay.
Yeah. And they get more money. Why else would the insurance companies and all the HMOs and all that sign up for this bill?
So you got Mitt Romney, who has more to do with the Affordable Health Care Act than Barack Obama.
Yeah. Exactly.
And basically what you got there see, the powers that be, the people who really run the country, want to make sure that whoever we pick
is business.
Is pretty much the same. So that's why we have two candidates that are pretty much the same goddamn fucking candidate. Really, there ain't no difference.
They both know Gomez.
What that'll do is that'll suppress the voters. It'll keep them at home because there's no real choice on the ballot. They won't even bother to show up.
We won't even fucking know.
Good plan.
And like I said, I said this on a show before.
Write
the
down
original
the
mandate. The original mandate
Pre-party.
Was written by the Heritage Foundation.
The R.D.C. show party.
Yeah! We gotta come up with a new party. What you guys got any ideas?
R.D.C. show no party.
Well, I mean, really, a party that
the
represents
The Tea Party had a shot.
Because there isn't a party out there right now.
See, the Tea Party had a shot. But then they aligned themselves with the Republicans.
What would you call it?
I'd say American, but it's already taken.
Basically, the Tea Party is kind of like taking over the Republican Party and morphing the Republicans.
What about the Workers' Party or the
because like they're running under like Republican?
They have a Labor Party.
Republican label, but Tea Party.
Is that
which is the Republicans and Tea Party have a different perspective on a lot of things.
Doesn't it?
It's like all of a sudden, it's like you're seeing people not running for another term.
You're sensitive ass dumb motherfuckers out there. Hey, knock it off. I'll smack you.
Well, that's all I had from the hip. Obviously, it stirred up some emotions.
No, we were talking about something different.
You got anything from the hip this week, Derek?
Yes, I do want to talk about, the Olympics. I'm glad we're ahead, and it finally took a long time. I mean, Jesus. Them Chinese are trying to put up a fight for a long time.
Well, they kidnapped kids at birth and put them in there.
Well,
so
they do that shit.
China might have beat us if they hadn't tried to
we
beat
still
cheated
took them out.
Yeah.
Badminton.
Yeah, you would have had.
But you have that in sumo wrestling, which is supposed to be one of the most what celebrated the oldest and the most traditional form of sport, right? But they still cheat in their brackets where they want to line up the thing better. They'll actually lose a match to get a better lineup later. So it's ancient, dude.
It's stupid.
Yeah, but it's ancient. It's a way they've been doing it for a long
secret.
Secret no more.
That's why that shit came about, didn't it? Oh shit!
You got anything from the hip, Mike? Anything you want to talk about? Get off your chest.
The Olympics, baby.
One that keeps coming to me is just the amount of money that's being spent on
fuck China.
This whole campaign. I mean, the millions and hundreds of millions. I think at one point they were talking like $500 million, but that was months ago, and it's far past that now.
Yeah, that's
and yet, we talk about the they want to talk about the economy. They want to talk about the middle class is struggling. Don't want to talk about the poor that are just flat out poor because that must be boring to you guys. Let's not take that point. Let's just talk about something y'all can relate to, I guess. But the use of that money is like all that for a $250,000 a year job. I mean, granted, power to it and stuff, but that kind of money when people in this country are struggling. Losing homes, almost losing homes, You know, it's like,
spending millions
hello.
of dollars
Take-
to get a 200,000. I
Yeah,
didn't think of
let's
that.
grab
Yeah,
more
that's
money
crazy,
away
dude.
from education so we graduate more stupid
Well,
children.
one of-
I hate the word, but okay, less educated children than ever before because it keeps getting worse.
And they always
Like
take
work
from
with
that
somebody
shit.
now that's like in their
Always
20s
take from
and
that
see
shit.
if they can actually do mathematics with more than 3 numbers at a time.
Look,
And get the damn thing right, or spell a word that has more than 7 letters and get that booger correct.
I saw
Or
this-
read 5 pages out of a book.
I saw this guy who was a former lobbyist. He was on Bill Maher's Real Time with Bill Maher about a month ago, and he had actually gone to jail for being a lobbyist. And he says to Bill Maher, he said, "You're unique from most big donors because if you don't know, Bill Maher donated $1 million to Obama, and Sean Hannity, shut the fuck up about it. Jesus Christ, you whining bitch."
Yeah, he gets paid a lot to whine like a bitch.
Anyway, he donated $1 million, and this guy said, "Bill, you're more unique than you know because you're one of the few people that's donated a big sum of money and not asked for anything in return." He said, "When I was a lobbyist, $1,000 would get you $10,000. So imagine what $100 million gets."
Well, that's what I was saying a couple
million.
weeks ago. The best return on your investment
Is
in
100
today's
million.
market by
As a
far
lobbyist.
is fucking political power.
Political
Put
power.
money behind a political
It's
cause.
fucking
This
bullshit.
is by far and away the best
Yeah.
return you're ever going to get.
If-
Far outweighs
That's
gold.
not how it's
If
supposed
certain
to be.
individuals
It's wrong.
have their way and things go according to their plan,
Fucking
it will
wrong.
be a country for the Koch brothers, by the Koch brothers,
Fuck them.
of the
dudes.
Koch
I think it
brothers.
already
But see,
is.
I think
I think it already
Christopher.
is.
Well, they're trying to make that final nail in with buying the governorships in multiple states with the amount of money that they've thrown into.
When other
Like,
countries
say,
look at us, they
Wisconsin,
say we're already plutocracy.
Ohio,
But look,
Pennsylvania.
I
Empire,
agree with
Michigan.
stuff Christopher says. There's
Chris.
people that are above
Chris.
the Koch brothers. You don't
Chris.
even know.
Yeah.
See.
Chris.
Yeah.
Those guys
Empire.
are being seen. The people that
It is
really
an
are doing it,
empire.
they're way up. You can't even see them.
It is a
You
fucking
don't even see their
empire.
porch. You're like, is that something?
If they're visible to us, then they're not the top of the
Exactly.
Because there's there's a cloud level that
With
we
that,
can't see
with that
past.
kind of money, you can stay invisible forever.
Koch brothers are big, but they're just puppets too.
If we can
There's
see 'em,
massive-
they're
No,
not
they're
top of the
not
mountain.
greatly, overly
We're an
intelligent
empire.
about
No.
what they do. When you're
Unfortunately.
blatant about your shit, it can't help but come out.
If I had to cry, that's
For
what it
people
would
to
be.
see.
Down with imperialism. Down with imperialism.
Maybe that's the beginning of our show. We should be marching down with.
Well, wasn't this
imperialism.
country founded on, one of the principles like taxation without representation?
Right.
I don't
It's
think the
voluntary,
majority
isn't
of people, want to be taxed the way they are, but yet
Texas is
our representatives
voluntary.
seem to think that's the way we want it.
Texas
even
is
though we
supposed to
tell
be
them no,
voluntary.
They go ahead, well, yes,
Were they not?
because we know better. Even though you elected us, we for some reason are now a politician that now knows better of what you should have, what you want,
Exactly.
what you need, what you think
No,
doesn't
you know
really
what the
matter.
fuck we need?
But thank you for your vote in another 2 years. or 4
All
years.
we are is tax
I'll come back
dollars,
tell you a
fool.
few more lies.
That's why they let us keep breeding. That's
Yeah.
why they don't want
Yeah.
pay
They
for
don't give a
birth control.
fuck.
They want everybody to keep having kids.
Well, you got to
They
keep
don't
a
give
There's
a
work.
more
fuck.
tax deduction.
Well, that made sense when you needed a workforce, but you don't need the workforce anymore. And you
Look,
don't want to
since-
pay for the poor. It's like,
Since you're
hello.
kind of on this topic, this is a line I heard on Rush this week. He was stating that Obama wants to, and Obama and the unions want everyone to be poor and out of a job. Now, why would the president and the unions, who make their money off of working people, want everybody to be out of a job? I just thought, if anyone can explain it to me, I would love to know.
It sounds like a regular
uh,
Rush Limbaugh.
he said it
type
was
of
because-
thing.
But it's
Or anybody.
it's what he was
Consider
saying.
the
It's
source.
the money, right?
Right.
Here's how you cure
Well,
that
how do
problem.
unions get their money?
This
they
is how you
tax while you're
solve
working.
this money
Why
problem
would they
that
want
we have
everybody
in
not working?
politics right now. First of all, we stop the election cycle so that the Senate and Congress and everybody's voted on 2 years after the president. Line up everybody, all the
Every
elections
time.
at
All
once,
the
so we
ducks in
don't
a
have
row.
this split election shit, so that everybody's always jockeying for position and worried
exactly.
about getting reelected, and they might
Yeah.
actually get some fucking work done.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'd like to see the
There's all that
primaries
campaign
all
really.
happen on one fucking day. If we can vote for the president of the United States in one fucking day, why can't we do all elections
All of them.
in
On
one
one
day?
day.
The
Fuck.
primaries happen in one day in August.
You guys fucking just
Everybody votes on their
politicize that
primary
shit
in one
so
day in
much,
August.
Popular
man.
vote wins. The
Yeah,
hell with this
popular,
delegate
don't
shit.
fucking
Electoral college
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
somebody
Fuck
said
that.
Get the money,
Bullshit.
get rid of K
Bullshit.
Street,
Stupid.
and the Federal Reserve,
Popular
back our
votes.
money with silver or gold or whatever we can do, like it used to be.
Yeah. That
You know,
motherfucking stock market is
That's the way we're going to solve America's problem.
There's ways to solve America's problems without digging for oil, without fracking for gas.
Fracking.
That's only their whole response to any time a Republican has to fix the country is to use ancient fucking shit.
Okay.
Ancient. Our TVs went from being this to being this and being more brilliant. Why the fuck can't we make gas?
Yeah.
Oh, we can. They're suppressed by the people that have the mineral rights. They want to get the resource out of the ground.
That's why everything is
they
made.
want to take care of that, make their money on that, and then they'll go to the natural resources when they've worn it all out.
Exactly.
But they're not ready for
I want
that.
to do a little advertisement for one show that
I
I just love it when, and that's Rachel Maddow. I just love the gal.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
She's got guts. I mean, it's like no Republican wants to go on her because she's like the Mike Wallace of old, but she's the one that makes them cringe because she'll hit them with the truth, and they have a hard time dodging that kind of thing. But on her show the other day, because you brought up was that Bracken, there was a town in Texas, I think it was called Timpson or something like that.
Isn't that the one?
Where they've had well over 9 earthquakes now in an area where they don't have earthquakes.
Because they're breaking.
Because they're fracking. They're doing that water. They're doing that fracking, putting the water in there to force the natural gas up, which in the process is causing earthquakes and places. It's like
fracking.
Okay, and that's just
messing with the tectonic plates is not a smart fucking thing.
Hydraulic fracking came to be because the government gave Exxon and all these other fucking companies a whole shitload of money and said, do some research and see what you can find out, see what we have available. Is there any resource that we're not tapping, that we're not using? So they paid them multi-millions of dollars for this study. And they came up and they said, we got a plan. There's all this trapped natural gas and shale. But the problem is the price is so goddamn high to get it out, it's not economically viable to do it because the price for the gas would have to be so fucking high once they got it out because it takes it takes like 160 or 200 trucks, semi-loads to do one well.
Yeah, it's insane.
I mean,
just blow everything else, isn't it?
So the only way that this is economically viable is if the federal government subsidizes it. That's the only way. It's the only way it makes sense. It's so stupid.
They can do whatever
it's
they want.
risking groundwater that we don't have. Drinking clean
water
drinking
is
water
our
is
most
already
valuable
it's already a
asset.
shortage
Resource.
on American on Earth.
people lighting their tap water on fire. Like,
Yeah, we watched that gas
Yeah,
line. That's a horrible
nuts.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
Gotta
the
have
last
water.
thing I'll say on that topic is
No.
if you like the summer we've had, the drought and all that bullshit, then you keep digging for oil and you keep digging for natural gas and you keep using shit that pollutes the air and you don't realize by the time people wake up, it's gonna be too fucking late.
Hottest record ever in July.
Cows, fish dying in the ocean because it's too damn hot cooking them. 5,000 penguins wash up on the shore because the water cooked them. It's insane.
There's
no global warming.
You got anything
The
to
last
say?
thing I gotta
our
say
fault.
about the campaign
Don't believe
financing
in
thing
no
is,
person, though.
why don't you use all this fucking money for some solutions? Please.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up about the other guy
There's
and
my
what's your
point.
plan?
We already know how bad Obama is. We already know how bad Romney is. If one of you wants to win my vote, take that money and do some good with it.
Getting real tired of being left with the choice of having to pick the lesser of two evils.
Because
Exactly.
you still get evil.
It's old.
That's what
It's
I'll
old.
do.
There's a
Vote
poster.
green. Vote green.
Watch them. I'm gonna put a
New
picture.
blood all the way around.
It's still the same thing, dude. It doesn't fucking matter.
I'm gonna put a picture at the end of this that shows Obama and Romney with Joker faces on. It says, "No matter who you pick, we end up with the same Joker in the end," and that's what's gonna be. Christopher, sorry we missed you from the hip. Maybe we can come back.
Vote
No,
for the
that's all right.
people.
It was
Just write in the
Good
people.
topic.
no. It's
Good
always
topic.
always okay to do that for special guests because let them get their
Olympics.
point out.
Good
That's-
shit.
No,
USA.
absolutely.
USA.
USA.
Hey, God bless America.
Goddamn motherfuckers.
USA.
Fuck
We
China.
get all that we get.
That's right.
We need to stop sending foreign money overseas.
Everything we do right here,
Peace
man.
out.